for him that night?
Did what he sent me out to get.
Did what he sent you out to get?
Yeah.
So did you use cocaine with?
No, I didn't do it. I got a little drink. I did a little drinking.
You had a drink?
Yeah, I wasn't on the cocaine thing.
All right. And did you see anybody using cocaine in the room?
Yeah.
Who?
The guy that sent me to get it. The guy that sent me. It was both times.
Both times they had car trouble?
Yeah.
All right. So the first time that they had car trouble, is that when you overheard this conversation in the motel room?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And what were they saying about the car?
It wasn't nothing. I just heard that she can come get the car, basically. Like, it was back
Okay.
down. Yeah.
Do you remember their exact words?
No.
Did they seem like angry about it? Like she can come get the car if she wants to get the car?
No, I'm not. No.
Can't say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they identify who the woman was that they wanted to come get the car?
No.
All right. Did they tell you what the car trouble was?
No.
All right. And I want to fast forward you to about a month later. Did you see these men again?
Yes.
And what were the circumstances of you running into them this second time?
I observed them on the side of the road, flagging me down, saying they needed help. Can you take them to get a part for the car?
All right. They were on the side of the road?
Yeah.
What road?
Monroe.
Monroe Street?
South Monroe, yeah.
Okay. And they flagged you down? Which one or both?
The taller one.
Taller guy? And was the taller guy with the same shorter gentleman that you'd seen before?
Yes.
Was anybody else with them either time?
No.
All right. And what was the purpose of them flagging you down on this second occasion?
To get the car off the road. I needed help with the car.
What was wrong with the car?
I'm not sure.
Okay. But it wouldn't run?
It wasn't moving.
All right. Did you take them or one of them to the auto parts store?
Yes.
What auto parts store was that?
That was the Advanced Auto on South Monroe.
All right. And did you go inside the Advanced Auto?
No. No.
Do you know what was purchased in the Advanced Auto?
Like a hose for the car.
He picked it up.
Yeah. I would pick it up too. I know what else.
At any point, did you see my client with a gun that night?
No.
Would you describe that gentleman as being aggressive?
Yeah.
And by that gentleman, I mean Luis Rivera, the gentleman in the picture.
The guy right there with the gold phone. Yeah.
At any point during that evening, did they mention to you that they were there for a homicide?
Why would they do that?
Why would they flag down a random stranger to buy cocaine? I'm asking a question.
That's a good question.
Now, you claim that you've never met either my client or the gentleman in that picture before, correct?
No.
That gentleman in the picture, his name is Luis Rivera. Are you aware of that?
Thanks for telling me.
So no one had ever told you that before, sir?
That's his name, right?
Was he your source of supply of drugs from Miami?
What the fuck is he?
I'm sorry?
What the hell are you
Was he-
talking about?
Well, you're a drug dealer, right?
Hell no.
No. Well, what did you do that night? Did you go and deliver drugs to Mr. Garcia, according to your statement?
I went and got some drugs for him.
I'm sorry?
I went and got drugs for him.
Okay. So was Mr. Rivera the plug for the person that supplies you your drugs?
No. Nope. It's crazy.
You claim that you saw them again a month later, correct?
Yeah.
And this time it was by happenstance that once again they just ran into you on the road in Tallahassee, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
A coincidence, right?
Yeah. Strange.
And the government showed a document the reservation list for a motel here in Tallahassee, correct?
Yeah.
And it's your testimony that you reserved this room for, in essence, for strangers, correct?
Yeah.
You didn't reserve the room to conduct another drug transaction?
You.
No? Where do you live? Or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase the question. Where did you live at the time of, let me finish the question, I'm sorry. Where did you live on July 14th, 2014?
In my vehicle.
You lived in your vehicle?
Yeah.
And you'd agree with me that conducting a substantial, and this is a general question, but would you agree with me that conducting a substantial drug transaction in an open-air vehicle would be a stupid, stupid decision?
I believe it.
And you also indicated that you took a photograph of the tag of the car, but that photograph's no longer anywhere to be found, correct?
Nope.
Did anyone go with you to rent the room for this
Yeah.
hotel other than yourself?
Yeah, same girl.
Same girl. Letitia Vernon?
Batista Vereen.
Vereen. Give me a second. Now, you understand that there's a difference between powder cocaine and crack cocaine, correct?
Believe it.
And to convert powder cocaine to crack cocaine, you gotta have to cook it, correct?
Yeah, I guess.
You've never witnessed or observed powder cocaine being cooked to crack cocaine?
No. Have you?
You didn't contact law enforcement after, I mean, you heard about the Dan Markel murder the day it occurred?
I don't even know anything about that.
And you approached law enforcement in this case, correct?
No.
They called you, right?
They came and got me.
They came and got you because there was phone records on a phone that you used, correct?
Right.
That showed that there was communication between you and Luis Rivera, correct?
Right.
Do you have multiple phones? Did you have multiple phones at that time or just one?
Oh, man. So
Let me rephrase the question, sir. Have you ever had a throw phone, a drop phone, a burner?
You got me. What is that?
Okay, a phone, like an additional phone. You know how some people have multiple phones?
Yeah, I guess.
Have you ever had multiple phones?
Yeah, I got a couple of phones.
Okay. Did you give the phone numbers of the other phones to law enforcement?
Why would I do that?
On the June 4th trip, did Mr. Rivera threaten you with a firearm?
No.
Overruled.
When you went to speak to law
Did you
enforcement?
answer the question? Sure.
Yes,
Say
sir.
yes or no.
Oh, no.
He said no, no. Thank you.
Okay, I couldn't hear you.
When you went to talk to law enforcement with regards to this, did you tell them that you sold, or your testimony is that you provided powder cocaine?
Okay, say that again.
Sure, no problem. So the cops call you, right?
They ain't called me. They came and got me.
They came, knocked on your door.
No, they ain't. They pulled up on me.
They pulled up on you.
Yeah.
Were you still living in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. So they pulled up on you and they said, "We need to talk to you downtown?"
Yeah.
Okay. Was it like that or a little?
Yeah.
Okay. So they take you downtown, right?
Yeah.
Did they read you your Miranda rights?
No.
Okay. And when they start asking you these questions, do you tell them that you sold powder cocaine?
Why would I do that? It's crazy.
Well, you said it today, right?
Oh, yeah, but shit, I wouldn't just volunteer that kind of shit like that.
And you'll agree with me, Mr. Nobles, that you came here under a state subpoena, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? You have to
Yeah.
say yes because the young lady
Yeah.
said it? Okay. So you have some sort of immunity from being able to give a confession, because that's what you've done. You've confessed to the members of this jury that you were involved in a drug deal, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, and you know that these prosecutors, and no one from Leon County or no law enforcement officer will ever prosecute you for committing a second-degree felony based on federal,
you're
Florida
trying
statute,
to paint
correct?
that picture like I'm a drug dealer, buddy. That's not that. You can't paint no picture like that.
Okay, but by
You
your
instead
own.
of trying to paint that picture, though,
Well,
that's not me.
Sir,
I'm not one of those guys. Sorry.
No worries.
Believe that.
I'm simply saying, your testimony has been in June, a random stranger flags you down and you provide him with powder cocaine, yes?
Believe it.
Okay, and also well, here's the thing, you say
We're not
believe.
just gonna repeat everything he said twice, Mr. Sanguinay.
Yeah, she's trying to paint that picture, buddy.
Oh, stop. No, be quiet. He'll ask you a new question.
Give me a second, Your Honor.
You mind?
Can you go outside? I just want to clarify something before I ask the question.
I'm bullshit, Chris.
Mr. Nobles, were you on probation when you spoke to the police?
Shit, I don't recall. I don't know.
Have you been on probation recently?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you violated your probation, now you're a convicted felon?
I guess. That's what you want to call it.
Well, I'm asking you, sir.
I don't know.
Well, you were on probation and you violated your probation, correct?
Yeah.
As a result of the violation, did your withhold become a conviction?
I don't know.
Judge, no further questions, and I reserve the right to recall Mr. Nobles.
McBanwell?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Nobles,